In what ways do these different learning methods benefit students?
Sorry, pero no entiendo I don't understand one part of that sentence. In what way?
In what ways do
In what ways
these
do
different learning
different learning
methods
matters
mhm,
matters?
methods métodos
Ah,
methods
methods.
yes
Methods
benefit students?
benefit students. Okay.
hmm
Sorry, I didn't understand
It's all right.
uh,
It's
a
written
part.
on the whiteboard.
Okay, I wasn't in the blackboard. Okay, I'm going. Vamos a copiar el enlace. Aquí. Aquí. Estoy. Sorry.
It's all right. So you have the prompts, a university lecture, half full of students, a group of people talking in an online course, a child learning through hands-on science experiments, a language student talking to a native speaker, and a person reading a self-improvement book.
Mhm.
In what ways do these different learning methods benefit students?
Voy a poner un poco. Okay, while a group of people taking an online course is a method that improves the relationship between people. The second one, a language student talking to a native speaker, is a more intimate method, but is also useful to have language skills. Um, these different methods benefit students in a different way. While the first one benefits students learning new social skills because they have to speak between them. The second one is beneficial to have a close relation to a close learning relation with the native speaker, and maybe is more useful to learn a language, a new language.
Mm.
Un poquito mejor, quizá.
Yes, definitely. You jumped right into contrasting them. Yes, it's better. It can be better. It can
Okay.
even better.
Yeah,
But
I know it can be better, but
yeah, it was
I
already an
I
improvement. Yes,
I was practicing this time.
good,
Oh,
good. Remember that this is going to be spontaneous.
yes, I know, I
But
know.
you get the idea, right? You get the idea.
Mhm.
The same way what you did, do it with any other topic or any
Yes,
other
with
image,
any
right?
other topic, with any other.
Exactly. Just change the you know the
Mhm,
sentences. I mean, but the idea is the same. Just talk about one. Give me just that little thing that you're gonna say about that, and then you move on to
mhm,
comparing to the second one, whatever it is, right?
mhm. Right. The homework you gave me helped me a lot.
Good. There's one thing that could make it even better.
Yes, linking. linking words for.
linking words, but you already did it with the contrasting thing.
Mm-hmm.
um, speculation,
Okay,
probability, right? Probably, maybe, perhaps,
probably.
it's likely, there's a likelihood that, etc., right? So that it wouldn't
Right.
sound like we hold all of the answers, like we know that this is the real truth, this is what is really happening
Mm-hmm.
in the images, right? um,
Right.
so maybe in the next one you can
Mm-hmm.
speculate a little bit more, right?
Okay, right. If you want, I make another one.
It's all right. Let's go to the follow-up question. Which method
Okay,
is the most effective for learning a new skill quickly? No, the one that you have there, right?
right. Mm, es tenemos años que no. Okay, while the first method, a group of people taking an online course, is maybe more it's maybe more useful to have confidence in your skills because you are working as a group, and because of that is most effective for learning a new skill in a confidence environment. I think the second method, a language student talking to a native speaker, is more effective to learn a new skill quickly because they are talking with each other all the time, and they are in an intimate environment, and all the attention to the of the professor is for learning the new language to the student. So I think is much more effective the second method. Em, y dije que iba a especular y no he especulado, pero bueno.
Yes, you see. You say maybe.
Mm, I can repeat it or
Try
no?
again. Yes, yes. Let's give another chance.
Okay.
Which method is the most effective for learning a new skill quickly?
While the first method, as you see, a group of people taking an online course uh, is more social method, and maybe you have more confidence in your skills because you are working as a group. Um, I think the second method, a language student talking to a native speaker, is an individual method that is much more effective for learning this new skill. And maybe if you want to learn some new skill and make it faster, you have to take private classes and use the second method.
All right. Let me ask you this.
Mm.
Could you rephrase the question in a way that would, you would say it differently but still maintaining the same meaning?
Mhm.
Basically, can you rephrase the question?
Refresh the question. Okay. Uh, which will be the most effective method for learning a new skill quickly.
Yeah,
Mm,
that is what it already says.
yes, I know. Mm,
What is it asking you?
which method is the most effective
For what?
for learning a new skill quickly?
All right. So what is the aim? What is the objective?
Learning a new skill quickly.
What is the key word there? What is the most important word?
Learning?
No.
No?
No.
Quickly?
Yes.
Okay.
What does quickly mean?
Fast?
Exactly. So you need to think about that part.
Mhm.
That is the key word. That is the most important part.
Okay.
So we are
Which will
talking
be
about time.
mhm. Which will be the
Quickest.
method
Oh, the most quickly,
quickest
sorry. The most quickly because the
most
adverbs
quickly
are not.
method for learning a new skill?
Yeah, try to use a different word that is not quick.
Okay. Which will be the faster method for learning a new skill?
Mm-hmm. Replace learn.
Which will be the faster method to teach a new skill?
To what?
Teach
Cheat.
or for acquire
Uh-huh.
a new skill.
Acquiring. Uh-huh. Acquire. Okay. Any other
Acquire.
similar word?
Get a new
Yes.
skill.
Yes. All right. Now transform it into a conditional sentence.
Okay. If you want to learn a new skill quickly,
Re-
which method
replace
uh,
learn and quick. Make it
what?
conditional. Replace learn. Replace quick. Make it conditional. If.
If you want to get
Mm-hmm.
fast, you want to get a new skill fast,
Mm-hmm.
which method will be the most effective?
Okay, and replace the most effective.
If you want to
What does it
you
mean
want
to be effective?
effective is something that works.
Exactly. Exactly. So there you go.
Mhm. If you want to learn a new skill quickly, which
Without using learn,
will
without using quick.
ay, Dios.
Come on, you can do it. You did it before. Come on.
Yes,
If.
if if you want to get a new skill fast, which will be the the most useful method?
No, useful is not the same as effective.
Okay, which will be the method that works better,
Yes, the most.
the most,
That works the
that
most.
that works the most,
Or works the best. Right.
or works the best.
Exactly. So you get the idea, right? Of what you need to
Right.
be speaking about.
Mm-hmm.
So the key word is how to get there as quickly as possible. Which one of all
Okay.
of these would enable you to reach your goal faster than any other?
Mhm. Okay.
So it's all about time. Does that
Okay.
change your answer? Does it change anything?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes. Absolutely. In the first learning method, I think that people could learn some
remember, it's not about what they learn,
yeah, yeah, I
but
know, I
how
know.
fast they learn whatever it is that they want to learn.
The
How
first,
fast?
yes, I know. In the first example, in the first method, I think maybe people could not learn as faster as they could if they were learning as an individual, because they are talking with each other, with another people, and they take more time talking about things that are not about the skill that they
Mm-hmm.
are learning.
Maybe.
Uh, Maybe
Mm-hmm.
in the second example, a student learning by himself with the help of a native speaker, the results will be much more quicker than the first method because they are with the student is with the teacher, and they are alone, and they are dedicated absolutely to learn that new skill. So they have no distractions like in the first method. So I have no doubt, is my opinion, that the second method is the most effective and quick for learning a new skill. Todo
¿Qué pasa?
que me doy cuenta de lo mal que hablo cada vez que hablo, ¿lo entiendes? Te juro por Dios que leo bastante bien, escribo bastante bien, pero hablo fatal. Y yo a mí misma me doy vergüenza cuando hablo porque me doy cuenta de eso.
¿A qué te
¿Entiendes?
refieres con que hablas fatal? ¿A qué te refieres?
Pues que hablo, me corto mucho, hablo a tirones, no encuentro mi cabeza, ¿sabe? Dice, Tienes que decir esto", pero no conecta la palabra castellana con la de inglés. Y muchas veces sé esa palabra. Si estuviera escribiendo la podría escribir, pero hablando no se me viene a la cabeza.
Se te escapa.
Entonces es frustrante, ¿entiendes? Pero bueno, supongo que estarás acostumbrado a escuchar esto muchas veces, así que
Sí, sí, en otros sentidos, en otros niveles, sí. Sí, pero es común, es de esperarse.
ya,
Es de esperarse
supongo que sí.
porque si no tuvieses ese problema no estarías aquí.
Sí, lo que pasa es que me parece que soy como un niño pequeño hablando a trompicones y es así muy tremendo.
Y está
Y
bien.
además, cuando estoy ensayando sola, lo hago mucho mejor que contigo, y eso es peor todavía.
Pero ¿qué cambia que
Pero
esté hecho? No cambias nada.
bueno, sí, porque tú eres mi profesor y me exiges, entonces me pongo nerviosa y es la presión del momento. Bueno, that's right, you have to be hard with me. O no sé si dice
Yes, I
hard,
have to
pero
push your
bueno,
buttons. I need to push your limits. Yeah,
yes,
I need to take you
it's okay,
further than where you are. Because I know you can
that's
do it.
right.
I know you can do it.
Thank
So,
you.
language student talking to a native speaker may enable the student to reach their goal faster and any other methods, because when they are only dedicated to each other, there are fewer distractions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, the teacher, not only is he dedicated to just one student, but also has more time to explain things to that student, and is completely open to that one student, and the student doesn't waste time listening to explanation to questions that maybe the student doesn't have or doesn't need, but some other student has, right?
Right.
So in that way, he or she doesn't have to wait, you know, for the teacher to redirect his attention to everybody again, or retake the class after he has explained to any other student. So, all right, all right. Linking words. See how linking words are important.
Yes. Yes,
Phrases
they
to
are.
speculate,
Mm-hmm.
and rephrasing may help you to understand what the question is asking you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean,
I'm afraid I have no time to rephrase, but maybe in the future I will be
it is a
capable
skill.
to do
Yes,
it.
yes, you will, because I understand it is a skill to see one
Mm-hmm.
question and to think very quickly what the question is really asking. Now, what is the key
Uh-huh.
word here? Am I supposed to talk about methods? Am I supposed to about benefits? What is it, that I'm supposed to focus on? Well, in the case of the follow-up question, the keyword was quickly, so it was about time. It's not about what things they can learn and in what way they can learn it, but how fast. And that can change your entire answer. Because if you answer
Mm-hmm.
something that was not asked, you're gonna lose points, or you're not gonna get any.
Yes, I know. I know.
Right. Uh, Give me 1 second. I'm going to give you maybe some other topics. Hmm.
You are very tired, right?
I didn't sleep last night.
And why? Well, it's normal. En fin,
Too many things.
yes. You seem to be very tired. That's because
Yeah.
uh, I'm saying to you.
Hmm. What? I think I found it. Mm. What do you think the role of social media is or should be?
Well, in my opinion, the role of social media should be a, a social role, but maybe someone should put limits to that social role. I mean, in, no sé si estoy yendo por el buen camino, ¿no? In some social media like Instagram, people shows a lot about their lives, and sometimes that creates frustration to other people, and I think that's not useful. Um, so in that social role, it's necessary to have some limits. In other roles, like working roles, because social media can be useful to some working skills as well. Um, mm, it has to be some. It has to put some limits too, like protect personal data, maybe,
Data.
and data, protect personal data, and besides, protect the legal environment of on those communication you make in the social
Media.
media.
So in conclusion, what
I
is the
don't.
what should be the role?
In in conclusion, social media are very useful for social purposes and for working purposes, but someone have to put some limits to that social media so they can't ¿cómo se dice perjudicar?
Damage.
Damage the people that are using them.
But what should be the role?
What should be the role?
Mm-hmm.
The role could be social or a working role.
That is
Both
not
are
a role.
useful.
That is a characteristic. That is an adjective. It's not a role.
Okay, maybe I have to find what role means.
If I say,
I
what should be the role of a mother in a family? You tell me, well, her role could be social and caring and
mhm,
lovely, important, very important, essential. Okay,
mhm,
but what
yes.
should be the role? You are describing,
Okay.
you are qualifying the
The
role,
kind of
but
okay.
mhm.
The role in social media must be a communication role between people, like a social way of communicate, and like a way of communicating a working environment. But the main role is always a way of communication.
Hmm. So all those people who earn a lot of money publishing videos on TikTok and YouTube, on Instagram,
Mhm,
Facebook, they're using those platforms to earn money, right? To pay
mhm.
their bills and to have a, sometimes some kind of lifestyle. So they're using it wrong.
Well, no, I think they are not using it using them wrong.
They're not using it for
Um,
communication. They're using it to get money.
However, sometimes they use the social media in a wrong way. For example, when they are using OnlyFans, that in my opinion, it's a legal way of prostitution or a sex job um, that I think could damage some people.
I'm not sure if
Uh,
OnlyFans is a social media.
no,
It's a website.
like OnlyFans is like Instagram or TikTok in a sexual way. You are selling your body and your
Yeah, yeah,
beauty and sex
yeah,
appeal.
yeah, yeah. I mean, leaving aside what they are doing when they are using it, I mean, it is a website. It's a platform to stream, right?
Uh-huh.
To show video
Right.
and audio.
Okay, you are telling me that it's not like Instagram, for
It's not like
example,
Instagram or
or
Facebook or
TikTok.
TikTok or YouTube, right?
Okay, okay.
It's
It's like YouTube.
social media. I mean, YouTube enters in the category of social media, and Facebook
Okay.
and Instagram. What you do on Facebook, you cannot do on OnlyFans, and vice versa.
Mhm.
And Skype.
No.
Skype is also social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving aside whether or not it is legal or illegal, it is permitted or
Uh-huh.
not. I mean, the way that these apps work, the
Mm-hmm.
mechanics. I'm talking about the mechanics,
Okay.
right? Is not the same. So, for
Yes,
instance, on
that's for
Skype, you can
sure.
have groups, you can manage groups, right? You
Mm-hmm.
cannot post anything. There's nowhere that you can post things, right?
Okay. Or you can sell something, by the
Exactly.
way,
There's
like you
no
do
anywhere.
on Instagram and in Facebook, because
Yes, on Instagram it's difficult to have group calls, for instance. You can
uh-huh.
post, you can have likes and dislikes, etc., right? You can
Mm-hmm.
use it as an advertising, but it's not something that you can, I mean, you can put things and products and sell from there. You cannot do that. I mean, you cannot put a system of charging money, sending and transfer money inside Instagram. You cannot do that.
Yes, right. But you can sell your services and advertise
You can advertise, but you can't sell.
your services or other services from someone. So you are selling something.
Yeah, basically the end point, yes, but you cannot use the platform to sell anything. I mean, in the sense that you
Yeah.
can't make transfer from that
Mhm.
platform. I mean, if you want to sell
No,
something,
you
you need to go somewhere else. You can
mhm.
exchange things on Instagram, but transfer money somewhere else, right?
You cannot transfer money directly.
Inside Instagram, no, you can't do that. But you can
Yes,
in
I
OnlyFans.
know.
That's what I mean. They're
Hmm.
not the same.
Okay, okay.
But anyway, if you consider that OnlyFans is a social media, that's up to you.
Well, I never, I have never been in in OnlyFans, but
They are famous
yes, it's a very known. Um,
platform.
I thought it's a social media, but a platform, as you say.
Hmm.
So I only know what people are talking about OnlyFans.
Yeah, yeah. It's not the only one. It's not the only one. Anyway, um, all right. Let's do. We have time to do this topic that it is on the whiteboard.
Uh-huh.
You know the drill.
Hmm.
So whenever you are
The,
ready, take some minutes to think before you start.
hmm
Maybe a minute or 30 seconds.
Okay, in my experience, the best way to use money wisely uh, is investing in property or stocks. And there's another prompt, saving for the future, that I think that's a good way to use money wisely. For the first way, saving for the future, uh, while the first way, saving for the future, is a way of saving money that is very easy to do. The second one is much more difficult because you have to um, have money firstly, and not every person has the possibility of investing in property or stocks. But in conclusion, if you have the possibility of investing in property or stocks, is the best way to see your money revalorizing in time, in front of saving for the future. It's also very important, but it's not the best way to use the money because you can see that money increasing in the way you can see increasing when you are investing in property or stocks for the future.
What do you think? What do you think? How did you do it?
What do you think about what?
About your own assessment.
About my own assessment?
Yes, yes. I mean, did you do it right? Do you feel that you did it right this time,
Mm-hmm.
or you feel you keep having the same problem? What do you feel?
What do you think? What I think about in the two
Mhm.
prompts,
No,
which
no.
will be
The
the
way
best for
that you
me?
delivered the answer, the way that you spoke. How would you
Uh,
evaluate yourself?
Maybe I'm not very humble, but I think I was very natural this time.
It was
Maybe
natural,
because
all right. Yes.
I'm a little more relaxed now, and I did it a little better than before. Maybe.
Maybe.
And no, no, maybe, no,
Maybe. All right.
maybe.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again. This time,
Hmm.
try not to put justifications in the conclusion.
Okay,
Right? The conclusion you'll
okay,
restate whatever you were, mentioning
hmm,
before. So, you said
okay,
saving for the future is a good way to save money. It's like saving is good
hmm,
for saving. And redundante.
yes,
I mean,
yes, okay,
if you chose those two options, then tell me
hmm,
why they are a good way. Why is saving money the best way? Why?
okay,
Right? And the second one also, why investing? And you did something
mhm,
about investing because you say you can see your money growing over time, but that is a justification, right? That was a good one.
okay, okay, right. Um, in my opinion, saving for the future is a good way to use money wisely because maybe you can put your money on the bank and put it in ¿cómo se digo? Deposit in a deposito, you put money on the bank and see it increase that money. But if you invest in property or stocks, that benefit will be much will be bigger than in the second method, because it will increase more in time. It is more difficult than saving money for the future, because you have to you 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 must have money by yourself, and not everyone has money for investing in property or stocks. But I think it's the best way to use money wisely.
Hmm. So the key point was that the number of increase that you get in both options.
Yes.
Uh-huh. What about the risks?
Okay. In saving money for the future, you have no risk, at least. Um, there is a big crisis in your country, so your savings
Will
will be
disappear.
in danger, will disappear or be in danger. In Europe, we have an insurance that protects 100,000 of euros, like the maximum quantity they protect. But
In case of what?
in case there is a big crisis and you lose your savings,
How?
there's always an insurance
Yeah,
of the bank.
how would you lose it? What do you mean by lose it?
Uh, in
You,
the case of a disaster, a financial disaster, a big economic crisis,
mm-hmm.
the bank always protects until 100,000 euros.
But protect from what? Against what?
From the losing of that money,
How would you lose it? How? Why?
for, ¿cómo se dice inflación en inglés? No lo
Yeah,
sé.
inflation. That is the cost that will cost
Inflation.
what? It would cost. What would happen to your money?
It
Why?
disappears
How?
because there's, for example, a corralito. I don't know which is the word in English, okay?
What
So,
happens in a corralito? What happens? Why do we call corralito?
okay, a corralito is a situation where the money, the value of the money is so low, they almost disappear, because there's a bankruptcy of the state. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, explain it to me, because I'm not economic.
Corralito. ¿Qué significa corralito? Es un corral, ¿verdad?
See,
Chiquitito.
the state protects the money of the people.
No.
So,
No, no, no.
a ver, explícamelo porque yo no lo sé.
A ver, imagínate una granja. Una granja de ovejas. Hay muchas ovejas. Si alguien dice, tienes que poner las ovejas en el corralito, ¿qué haces tú?
Las pones dentro.
Dentro. Y luego
Cierras.
lo cierras. Bueno, ese corralito es el banco.
Sí.
El corralito significa que el banco cierra el acceso a tu propio dinero. Es decir, el banco se apropia de tu dinero y no te lo da, no te lo quiere dar.
Vale.
¿Por qué? Porque
esto no es lo mismo lo que yo estoy hablando.
No.
Yo estoy hablando de
Pero
una gran
sí,
crisis económica.
es lo que causa. Sí, una crisis económica puede causar un corralito. Es decir, El banco
sí,
necesita su dinero,
fondos.
claro, necesita, pero como un banco no es dueño de ningún dinero, un banco lo único que hace es prestar y cobrar interés, prestar, pero nunca trabaja con dinero propio. O sea, todo el dinero que un banco tiene no es del banco, es de la gente. Entonces, si el banco necesita pagar algo, usa el dinero de la gente para pagar
Ujú,
eso. Y como o el dinero vale poco, o por una devaluación, o por una crisis, por un banco, etcétera,
ujú.
se usa lo que tiene guardado en sus bóvedas, es decir, el dinero de la gente. Por eso hacen el corralito para que tú no puedas quitar esa, no puedas retirar tu propio dinero y dejarle a ellos sin fondos, ¿no? Usan ese dinero a su propio beneficio y no te permite a ti tener acceso a tu propio
Sí,
dinero. Por eso le dicen corralito, no dejan salir a las ovejas,
bien.
right? Bien, eso
Right.
es un riesgo solamente si
Ujú.
pones tu dinero en un banco.
In a bank.
Pero si
If
te
you
dejas
put
tu
your
dinero
money
bajo el
in
colchón,
in the,
no tienes riesgo de ningún corralito, porque tú tienes siempre acceso a tu propio dinero, ¿verdad? El único
sí,
riesgo es
pero
que alguien entre a tu
lo pueden
casa.
robar, se puede
Exacto,
quemar la casa, eh,
exacto,
no sé, puede sufrir un accidente y quedar ahí el dinero y
exacto.
se acabó.
Sí, sí, claro, si no sabes dónde ponerlo, cómo guardarlo, o sea,
Ujú.
no sé, yo no lo pondría debajo de la cama.
No, no me
No,
parece buena idea.
no. Bueno, es buena idea, pero sí prefiero no dejarlo a un banco, porque un banco es como que le das la autoridad a que manejes tus fondos, tu dinero, y si pasa eso, no
Yo
puedes.
tampoco lo dejaría nunca en un banco.
Exacto.
Yo
Entonces,
compraría propiedad, sí,
saving for
eso
the
sí.
future, I mean, could be a good way to use your money if you know how to do it. I mean, if you do it properly. Uh, some people
Yes.
may use the bank for that. Some people may use their own resources. Maybe they can just hide the money
Ujú.
somewhere very safe against fires and against thieves and against everything. Against, iba a decir una broma, pero bueno.
Eh, Bad
Against,
family.
yeah, no, I mean ex-wives,
Yes,
right?
ex-wives or
Ex-wife,
ex-husbands
ex.
or
Sí, but
ex-husbands.
an ex-husband will not say, dame el 50%, me merezco el 50%. The one who say
Who
that are
knows?
usually
I
ex-wives.
I know ex-husbands that said so.
Mm.
So,
Uh,
yes.
anyway, investing in a property or stocks,
Mhm,
it's I think in my opinion it's a better option because you know
mhm.
if you put it in stocks and you know how to do it, because then even
That's another
riskier,
point,
right? If you know how to do
right?
it, you can see your money grow really quickly and very greatly. But if you know
Yeah.
and you are aware of the risks, and there is, you know, almost 90% of the people who put money on stocks, they lose that money,
Yes, I know. I
right?
know that's a very risky way
Very much.
to
And
try
mhm,
to make grow your
mhm.
money. I
But
That's
but
my
putting it
opinion.
in a property, I think it's wiser because when you buy something, let's say you want to buy a piece of land, right? Or an apartment. You buy an apartment or a house. You have the property. You can put it to rent, right? And every month you
Yes.
get a lot of money, right, from that rent, depending on
Mm-hmm.
how big it is, right?
That's right. But you also you have to possess the knowledge about ¿cómo se dice? Mercado, Dios mío.
Market.
About the prices of the apartments because maybe you are bueno, comprar, es
Overcharging
que no
or
me
undercharging.
yes, bueno, ahora you are buying
Mm-hmm.
an overcharged apartment
Mm-hmm.
in an overcharged price,
Mm-hmm.
and you some years later you are losing your money because that price return to that the real value it has on the market of the apartments. Here in Spain, we had a crisis in 2008. Everything was so overpriced in apartments and houses and ¿cómo se dice? Inmobiliario
Real estate.
in the real estate market, and people was buying and buying like crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 or 3 years later,
Mm-hmm.
everything was overrated. So there were a lot of people that lose their money
Lost.
and they lost their money and their inversion.
Mm.
Um, sí, fue
In,
como esto.
but that wasn't. You said that inversion. Sorry, investment. You say it was an
Investment,
investment.
investment, not inversion.
Not inversion.
Investment.
Inversion is a grammar thing to do.
Yes, I know. Investment,
Yeah, but
investments.
I wasn't talking about investment. I was talking about actually buying it and you own the property.
Mm-hmm.
My mom bought a piece of land. With her job, she was a nurse. Well, she used to be a nurse. With some kind of loan, tiny loans, little by little, she built 4 apartments, very small, very precarious, very
Mm-hmm.
um, rustic. And well, yes, she spent a lot of money on that. But over the years, she recovered that money because
Mm-hmm.
she rented. She is not going to
Yes.
sell it,
Mm-hmm.
and the return year by year, forever to the end of times, right, will eventually give her all the money back, slowly, slowly, and
Mm-hmm.
then once she covered everything that she spent building those things, she started to gain profit and only profit,
Mm-hmm.
and it's something that nobody can take away from her.
Mm-hmm. I did the same, so I like that way of
Yeah,
invest the money.
that I think that's
I did
one
the
of the
same
best
with a
way
little apartment.
because there is no risk.
No, there is
There is
no
no
risk.
risk. You will
You're
always,
right. Well,
have that
you have
property.
a little risk. Just imagine the people you are the people that are in the apartment
The tenants.
stop to pay the rent.
Yeah, we have many of those over the years, but you have the law on your side. You can
Uh,
you can take them
they're
out
in Ar-
by force.
they're in Argentina, not in Spain.
You cannot use the law. You cannot go to the police.
Yes, you can lose the law, and maybe 2 years later
Mm.
they are outside of or out of the apartment. And entre tanto, que no sé cómo se dice,
Meanwhile,
in that time you are paying the apartment and they aren't paying you. And they
mm,
are using your apartment and maybe damaging your apartment. That's a very familiar case to us.
yeah, then the authority is not functioning the way
Everything
that they should.
everything has some risk, but I think to buy property is the best way to invest the money.
Buying a property.
Buying property is the best way to invest the money.
I agree.
You can use agree.
I know that you would say that, but I'm not a student. Hey,
Now you kill me.
I am allowed to do it.
Yes, yes, I know, I know. That was a joke. I had to do it.